Hi there, I'm Uecker at the Network Life Center here in Louisville, Colorado, and today I want to talk with you about extremity pain. And as with all pain, I want to talk about that from the perspective of the work that we do here at the Network Life Center. And what that means is that we want to go way back to when we were in the womb, even back to when we were just young babies, back to when we were young children, because at that point in our lives, the part of our nervous system that was online is a part that's just feeling into our environment. It's just relating directly to the energetics of our environment through resonance, through entrainment. And as we were doing that, we were certainly feeling into our parents a lot, and we may have noticed that their system said that there's something about the world that's not safe, or that there are certain emotions or feelings or sensations that happen in our bodies that aren't safe to feel. And so since we rely on our parents a lot for our survival, our system kind of said, well, that must be the way that it's done. And so our system just naturally absorbed those survival patterns. And in doing that, what our system does is it uses muscle tension to store that, sequester that energy. It shuts breath down to those areas so that we can't feel it. And it uses our posture to stretch our spinal cord, because if our spinal cord gets stretched, that also decreases our ability to feel the offending energy. And again, at some point, sooner or later, whether directly or indirectly, these survival patterns could definitely contribute to extremity pain. And when you have pain in your leg or pain in your arm or pain in your hand or whatever, you tend to assume that, well, the problem is in my arm, the problem is in my leg, the problem is in my hand. And certainly that can be the case. If you break your arm, you're going to feel pain in your arm, and that tells you that there's a problem there, definitely. But for most people, the pain that they experience in their bodies, the pain that we experience in our bodies, is something that's kind of creeped up on us over time. And it's really as a result of these survival patterns that are in our system. And when that's the case, I always think about what is going on at the area that innervates the extremity. So what's going on in this area, the lower neck and the upper back? What's going on in the belly, the low back, the sacrum, and the tailbone? Because, for instance, the nerve roots that innervate the hips, the legs, the knees, the lower legs, the ankles, the feet, the toes, the nerve roots that innervate those parts of your body exit from the low back, the sacrum, and the tailbone. And of course, the nerve roots that innervate your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, they exit from this lower neck, upper back part of your body. And so whenever people have extremity pain, I kind of think, well, what's going on in those areas? And those areas definitely happen to be places where these survival patterns are manifested through muscle tension and through stretching in the spinal cord. And that structural change can sort of extend into the arms in different ways and affect their function and affect pain. But really the sort of fundamental source of pain generally is sequestered energy, the energy that gets sequestered in our system as a result of those survival patterns. And that energy, it kind of is always waiting in the wings. It's trying to get us to pay attention. And pain is really sometimes the only way that our body has to get us to pay attention. And that's kind of fortuitous, because our attention is like an enzyme that causes that energy to start to digest and integrate. And when that happens, our system can kind of back up the processes that have happened in order to create that pain, and our body can start to heal that. So if you found this interesting or useful, please share it or like it, or leave a comment, because that'll help people find this information on the web. And I look forward to speaking with you in the next video.